This meditation is here to be a helpful guide for all those adults who were children that never had safe parents. In this meditation, I will guide you into connecting with the parents that you always needed, and maybe in some ways that you still need now. So find a place where you feel comfortable, where you can be alone, be in private, and just give this time to yourself, knowing that the time that you give to yourself is a benefit not only to you in your life, but to all the people that you share your life with. Because when you are connected to your whole self can shine. And that person who you are came here with a special gift to give to our world. And that gift is your being, your presence, all of the unique ways that you are made. When we missed out on having the parents that we deserve as human beings, we all deserve love and compassion, understanding, and care. When we miss out on those things, there are parts of ourselves that necessarily shut down, parts that needed this nurturance in their years of becoming. And so we're walking around now, many of us as adults, without really inhabiting our full selves. It's like a band that loses a drummer, maybe they lost a bassist too, and there's a guitarist and the singer, and they're doing great with what they have, but it's not really capturing the entirety of the song, the rhythm of who you are. So if it feels good to do so, you can set an intention now to reconnect with the rhythm of who you are. Perhaps just beginning to notice if there's any kind of gentle swaying or movement that feels good for you now. And just beginning to notice the natural rhythm of your breath in this moment. Maybe it's smooth and slow, or maybe it's a little fast and irregular. Either way is okay, because the parents that love you the most are going to be able to see this in you and be able to see what you need based on where you're at in your body in this moment. And so taking a breath in that maybe feels good to you now, or maybe even just noticing the inhale and where it travels in your body. You can gently close your eyes if you haven't done so already, or just pick a comfortable place to gaze where you are. And just tuning in a little deeper, noticing where your body touches the earth or the bed or the chair or the floor where you are, and how this is a still point, even as so many other parts of you might be moving. And so feeling that still point and feeling the movement, you might notice if there's anywhere on your body where it would feel good to place a hand. Maybe just imagining that through that hand flows a gentle breeze, or maybe for you it's a river flowing clear, clean water. It's the green energy of the plants, just kind of floating like a mist around your hand, as if we could see the living energy of plants outside their own bodies. And just picturing that green mist around your own hand. And wherever your hand is on your body, or maybe not, you can just picture that energy flowing through it in whatever form or forms that you like. And just letting it flow wherever it naturally wants to go in your body. Just trusting what comes up here. There's no right or wrong. There's never a too late. You can always get to other parts later. But just noticing where it goes now. Bringing your attention to that space. Noticing whether it feels comfortable or uncomfortable there. Noticing how it feels to have that energy of your awareness in that medicine flowing through your hands. There now. Just letting that energy move, shift with you and with your needs. Letting it touch new places in that area of your body, or perhaps even flow somewhere a little bit different. But staying if it feels good to stay. And now just bringing all of your awareness, all of your consciousness into that energy so that you're really feeling your body from the inside out. Your mind is now kind of linked with that energy and using that energy to sense yourself, to sense your nerves there, to sense maybe if you feel your breath there, even if it's a place other than your lungs. Just seeing what it's like to feel yourself from the inside out. And just taking a moment to recognize now that whatever you're feeling, good or bad, comfortable or uncomfortable, there's no right or wrong. And just by feeling it, you're actually already doing what a good parent can do, what a skillful parent is able to do, which is to sense their child's inner being. And so just sensing, not needing to fix, not even needing to love right now, but just sensing, you're getting an idea of what your child needs. You can picture this as a child that you love, or even just an image, like perhaps a ball of light that's in your body. You're just sensing whatever it is that is here now, just being with it. And in this moment of being with, you can begin to tune in and ask, is there any kind of movement or change of position that would feel good to this part of me? And if something would feel good to do, you can just go ahead and do it now. Maybe you just want to shift slightly where you're sitting. Maybe you want to change positions entirely. Or maybe it's just a hand there. If your hand was somewhere else, you can bring a hand to just rest near this part of your body that you're sensing. And just notice if there's any feeling associated with the hand being there, with feeling it on your skin or on your clothes. If there's any way that you can make this touch feel right for you, just noticing this is your own hand. You can move it however you like. You can take it away whenever you want. But for now, if it feels good, just letting it rest there. And I invite you now to either keep resting in the comfort of this still touch, or perhaps you've already begun to move. But if you haven't started moving your hand, an invitation is just to tune in and see if it would feel okay with your body if you started just moving this hand, maybe up and down gently, like somebody stroking your back, if you've had that experience, comforting you in a time that you were sad. Just a gentle stroking if it feels good. Maybe you want to move that hand in a circle. Just noticing if that circular movement or that up and down movement feels better for you right now. Or maybe what would feel good is simply a gentle pressure or a light squeeze, as if you're hugging this part of your body. And just continuing to practice this self-touch in whatever way feels good to you, noting that you can stop or change positions on your body anytime that you want. I invite you to begin to imagine that you're walking on a path, and you can notice what this path looks like, if it's dirt or stone or grass, or maybe it's on the beach. Just noticing if there are any plants growing around you, what the quality of light is. Maybe it's bright and sunny, maybe it's early morning, could be sunset or even nighttime. Just whatever feels good, walking down this path and taking in all the sensory experiences of being here. Letting yourself invite in a light breeze if that would feel good. Maybe the sound of some bugs or birds or waves. And just walking on this path, you notice that you can see a warm and inviting building in the distance. It just looks so comforting and so friendly. If it's nighttime, maybe you notice that there's a warm glow coming through the windows. Or if it's daytime, perhaps there's a garden around the house, or just anything else that lets you know that this is a good place. This is a place where it feels good to be. As you continue walking there, you see two figures that seem to be having fun. They're maybe joking with one another, being affectionate but not too affectionate. Just the right amount for you to know that they love one another and they're having a good day. They're sharing their love with one another, wishing the other one happiness and taking delight in bringing a smile to their faces. And as you approach, they see you, and their smile extends towards you. You can see that these smiles are warm and genuine, that their eyes are crinkling up in the way of somebody who's truly in a moment of joy and warmth and welcoming. And you just get the sense that these two people's cups are so full overflowing, that their hearts are so fulfilled and so grateful and so caring and generous that they can't help but reach out and want to extend that love to everyone they meet. There are no conditions to who they love or who deserves their love. They know that love comes from love. And so anyone who is struggling to hold love in their own hearts, it's only because they haven't been fortunate enough to receive the love that they've needed in this lifetime. And so as you approach, you can just feel this generosity of spirit coming out to meet you and greet you in your body. Maybe you sense that they're able to attune to you in the way that you've attuned to yourself. That if they could say anything about how you're feeling right now, they would say, "We want you to feel comfortable, but however you're feeling is good. However you're feeling is right and natural. That as humans, we all go through times of struggle and strife. So whatever feelings you might be having of discomfort or disconnection or even shame, that you are just such a natural, normal, and good human to be feeling these, because it's part of the fabric of being in a body and being in this lifetime. And you can see that they look a little bit sad and regretful when they say, and while it's part of the fabric of being in a body for all humans, it's very difficult, it's a very hard thing that some of us have to carry these feelings every day. That some of us had these feelings arise in us in response to environments that were not healthy, that were not well, and that were not right. And as they say this, they offer, and you can decline, but they offer their own hands to your back in a show of solidarity, support, and comfort. If it feels good, you can just allow yourself to feel a hand or a couple of hands on your back now, just gently in a friendly way, rubbing that hand up and down. And if you want now, it's up to you. You can ask them for a hug, knowing that this hug can last absolutely as long as you need or like. And so if you've asked them, you can see them accept your invitation now. Feel their arms just firmly, strongly wrap around your shoulders, hands on your back, maybe even squeezing a bit, pulling you in, squeezing you as tight as you want to be held in this moment. And you can just stay here for absolutely as long as you'd like. Staying here in this hug and noticing if there's any changes that are taking place in your breath. Maybe even a yawn or a stretch that wants to come out in this moment. Just letting yourself stretch and let yourself body appreciate this moment of feeling good and supported, having the care and love and witness that you need. And staying in this hug if it feels good, or coming out if that feels better in this moment. You might, if if it feels comfortable to do so, think of something you could tell them about what you're going through, maybe about what you long for, what you feel you can't have. And just knowing that it's safe here, that you can tell them, that they will understand and care, that they will want for you what you want, and they will grieve whatever pain you're carrying, whatever unfulfilled wishes. So if you haven't done so already, you can just formulate that expression now. You can think of all the different ways that you would say it to them. And just taking a moment to keep going, whether it's repeating the same few things or elaborating on your experience. Just being with that now, hearing yourself say it and seeing their sympathetic faces in response. And after you've expressed this, you might notice that one of these caring people just kind of reflects back to you what you've shared with them. They summarize it, saying it back, maybe in their own words. And then they add, if you've shared something difficult, this is really hard. They say, it's really hard. You've been feeling this. You've been going through this on your own. You've been holding this on your own all this time. And I'm glad that you told us. Now we know with you. We can help to hold it with you. And they might say, and whatever it is that your heart longs for, we wish for you to have that too. You deserve to have that, because you are a good person, no matter how you feel. Whatever difficulty you're carrying is not your fault, and you are as bright and as perfect as that ball of light that maybe lives in your body now, as bright and perfect as that child. And they want you to know that anytime you need this kind of comfort, support, and self-touch is available to you. And noticing one more time any movements your body wants to make, any breaths that you want to take, and just soaking in all the goodness from this experience. Be soaking in the love and care that comes without expectation from these two. And noticing if there were any ways that you even felt comforted by your own self in this experience. Whether you were able to be present with yourself in a new way, or see yourself in a new way, or soothe yourself in a way that you don't often do. Just taking a minute to thank yourself for giving this a try, and for the healing that you accomplished through your hands and through your ability to see in your mind's eye. And so knowing that you can come back anytime you say goodbye to these two in whatever way feels right to you. Perhaps a handshake, or maybe another hug. See them smile and you know that they'll miss you and they'll be happy to see you again. You take off down the path Just noticing that landscape again appearing around you, the ground beneath your feet, the plants around you, what time of day it is now. Noticing if anything looks or feels different about this landscape now. Knowing that this is a landscape that reflects your greater well-being, and that you can picture this place anytime you'd like. And come back here and just dial the sun to the right level for you where you are. Just dial the colors in the sky to reflect what's most comforting in that moment. And coming all the way back, now you might begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. If your hand or hands are on you, you could give yourself some gentle pats or squeezes, or even a self-hug if that feels best. And seeing now that in your hands, perhaps you can imagine some element of that landscape that has come with you, whether it's maybe a nut that has fallen from a tree, or a seashell if you were on the beach, or a stone if you were somewhere else. Just feeling this in one of your hands now, feeling its texture and letting it carry any good thing that you experienced from this journey. And once you have a really good feel for it, you can just with your hand place it somewhere inside of your body. You may like to place it in your heart, or perhaps over your mid-belly for protection, maybe in your low belly for grounding. Just trust your intuition here and let that object or item settle into your being. And know that whatever the rest of this day carries for you, you have done a healing on yourself now. And things are moving in a direction of greater healing. That there's nothing else that needs to be done except to return to your place of rest whenever it is that you need. That it's not right or wrong to do so. It's just that it simply feels good and you have this available to you. And so why not give yourself that kind of comfort and care that you deserve. So thank you so much for listening, and I wish you a beautiful rest of your day or night.